All right, very good morning to everyone. All right, as you can see from the slide, this is our new skills, which is speaking skills. All right, we are still dealing with Unit 6, Crime. All right, here are our learning objective. By the end of the lesson, you will be able to explain information on crimes from provided pictures by comparing two photographs and answering the question posed, focusing on using expressions of uncertainty. Next one, you will be able to explain and justify your feelings on one of the three questions posed in activity 4. So as you can see from your page 77, look at the first task. All right, since this is more on speaking skills, so by right, you have to speak more. All right, there are about 3 questions there. Okay, the first question will be, do you think crime is a problem where you live? Second question is, what sort of crimes are committed? Have you ever witnessed or been a victim of a crime? Next one, how often do you see police officers? And last one, are they on foot, in cars, on motorbikes, or on horses? So I give you about 5 minutes to think of the answers before I ask anyone from the list to share me your answers. If you are volunteered to answer any of the questions, then you may switch on your mic and share your answers. All right, the first one. We'll start from. All right, we start from Sharvina. Okay, Sharvina, the first question, do you think crime is a problem where do you live now?
No, I don't think so because we have a very good security around my house.
Okay, where do you stay?
I'm staying in a condominium.
Oh, all right. Is it nearby our school or somewhere else?
Yeah, it is quite near.
Okay. So in your condominium area, you don't think crime is not a big issue there?
No, I don't think so.
All right then. Thank you. All
Okay.
right. All right. We move on to second question. Uh, Siapa sih nak soal eh? Alright. Nurin Batrisha. Can you share with me what type of crimes do you know? It can be from the small crime to the big crime. Nurin, are you there?
Um,
Okay.
Small crime, which
Up
is
to you.
sexual
Okay.
harassment.
Okay. Alright. That is one example. Sexual harassment. Alright. What about the big crime that you know?
Um, Murder.
Okay. Then, thank you. Alright. There are many type of crimes, as you know. Mentioned earlier is sexual harassment. It can be burglary or childhood abuse. So there are a lot of crimes around you, maybe, or you notice about crime when you read the newspaper. All right, next question. Hanis Najwa. Have you ever witnessed or been a victims of a crime? Hanis.
Yes.
All right. Have you ever witnessed any
Kenapa
crime?
tak dengar? Have you ever?
Witness. Have you ever seen any crime before? Right in front of your eyes?
Um, Actually, never. Tak pernah lagi.
Never. All right. What
Ya.
about being a victims of a crime?
Hmm, tak
No,
juga.
also. All right, that you got. All right. Anyone here from the list ever witnessed or been a victims of a crime? Or all of you have a very good environment that make
Oh.
you not know? All right. Next question, Hazrai. How often do you see police officers? Do you always see police officers, Hazrai?
Because my
Yes or no?
always
Always. Where do you always see them?
in my block, in my house.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay, all right. Are they on foot, in cars, on motorbikes, or on horses? The one that you see, Azrai, are they on foot, in cars, on motorbikes, or on horses?
Mm, Cars and motorbikes.
All right, thank you. So I bet you can always see the police officers around your areas, especially in our school. Maybe you can see them around. All right, next one. All right, sometimes when speaking, you need to show that you are not sure about what you are saying. Alright, kadang-kadang bila awak cakap, there are some situation you are not very sure of what you are saying. So there are always phrases that you can use to show your uncertainty. Okay, ada banyak phrases yang awak boleh guna untuk menunjukkan awak tidak pasti tentang sesuatu keadaan. For example is probably. Next one will be I'm not certain. Next one, alright, this one but. Alright, when you combine your sentences before with but, it shows that you are not very sure. Next one is it is possible. So these are the example of phrases that you can use later when you want to show that you are not sure about something. Tak payahlah guna perkataan I'm not sure je. So these are other phrases that you may use later. Alright. Okay, here are another more about different ways to express uncertainty. Okay, please, I'm going to list down a few. So from one slide to another slide, I hope you jot down. There are 3 in one slide. You have to jot down only one examples only. Alright, later maybe you can watch it later for your notes. I want you to copy one example from one slide. Alright, the first one. Okay, this is the words that you often use it, perhaps or maybe. Okay, these 2 words are used for saying that you are not certain about something or that something may or may not be true. So you have to bear in mind that perhaps is more formal and is used in writing, while maybe is used more in spoken English. So you have to bear in mind bila nak tulis karangan, more formal, you have to use the word perhaps. When it's come to what we call that oral presentation, you can use the word maybe. Alright, this one is the example. I wondered if perhaps he had changed his mind about attending the party. Okay, other word is probably or possibly. Alright, these 2 words can confuse even to native speakers. Probably is used for saying that something is likely to be true, and possibly that it may be true but you are not certain. Alright, examples. If house prices are low, it is probably because there is a lack of demand. Okay, I give you 1 minute or 2 minutes to copy any one from these 2 examples. It's up to you. You want to copy on perhaps or probably, it's up to you. Or you want to screenshot later, you want to copy also can. Ni awak salin ke awak nak screenshot saja ni?
Screenshot.
Alright. Kalau screenshot, I don't have to wait long. Alright, next slide will be alright. This one, apparently. What does it mean? It's used when what you are saying is based on what you have heard, not on what you know is true and therefore fact. Okay, you use the word apparently bila awak nak cakap berdasarkan apa yang awak dengar, bukan berdasarkan benda tu betul ataupun fakta. It's more toward when you heard about rumors, you can use this word apparently. So example is apparently she resigned because she had an argument with her boss. So benda tu awak dengar, but you are not sure whether it is true or not, but you heard about it. So you can use the word apparently. Other than that, you can use the word as far as I know or as far as I am aware. So these two expressions are used when you have partial or incomplete knowledge of an issue or fact. Okay, maksudnya awak guna expression ni bila awak ada sikit-sikit pengetahuan on certain issues ataupun fakta. Alright, for example, no one has complained as far as I know. Or, as far as I am aware, the invitations to the party have all been sent. Alright, next phrase is to the best of my knowledge. So this phrase is used for saying that you think something is true, but you are not completely certain. This is quite a formal expression. Okay, this phrase is one of the examples that you can use when you want to write your essay. When you are not very sure on something, this one is one of the example of phrase. All right. Example of sentence: to the best of my knowledge, no similar book has been published. Okay, please screenshot before I move to another slide. All right. Other example is the phrase not to my knowledge. This is used for saying that you think something is not true, although you are not completely certain. For example, okay, this is the dialogue. Has the report been sent yet? So you will reply, not to my knowledge. All right, next one, I imagine, I suppose, or I guess. All right, these are used when you think something is probably true, but you can't be sure. All right, guess is more frequently used in American English, although you can hear it in British English too. Suppose is more characteristic of British English and is often used in the negative. Since you are using UK English, suppose is the correct phrase or correct word that you can use. Alright, example is, I imagine they have already left for the airport. Other than that, it is difficult, I imagine, to keep the same enthusiasm for the job after 30 years. All right. Now, screenshot before I move to the next slide. Okay, this is what you can see as well from your textbook exercise practice number 2. Okay, so please read the instructions. Sometimes when speaking, you need to show that you are not sure about what you are saying. Look at these pictures and complete the sentences about them with these words. Underline the phrases that show the speaker is uncertain. Alright, so there are two parts of the task. Alright, first one, you must complete the sentences about the pictures using the words in the orange box. And then second one is you need to underline the phrases that show uncertainty. All right, the first one is burglar alarm. Second word is radar gun. Third word is security camera. Next is security lock. And last one is speed limit. So I give you time to complete the sentences to match the words with the pictures and straight away put it in the same number of sentences as well. All right, the first picture. Let Farhan, can you read the first picture for the first sentence?
Is probably
Probably.
probably
All right.
a security camera.
All right, good. Thank you. All right, the first one, this is probably a security camera. All right. Number 2, Nur Safika.
This might be a burglary alarm.
Geli-geli mana tu? All right, thank you. All right, this might be a burglar alarm. All right, number 3, Aida.
Yes, number 3, teacher.
Yes, correct.
Radar gun.
Read the sentence.
Okay. Aduh. I'm not certain. I did guess that this is a radar gun.
All right, thank you. All right, I'm not certain, but I guess that this is a radar gun, not radar, radar gun. All right, number 4, Hazwa.
Yes, teacher.
All right, number 4.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's a speed limit.
All right, good. All right, number 4, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is a speed limit. And finally, of course, the answer is security lock. Now, Farisha Emilia, from number 1 until number 5, which one is the phrases that show the speaker is uncertain?
Uncertain tu tak yakin ke?
Ya, betul.
Hmm,
Number 1, which one is the word?
Probably.
All right, good. Number 2,
Might
might be.
be.
All right, number 3,
I guess.
all right, it can be I guess. Number 4,
I think.
okay. Number
I'm
4
not sure.
is yes, I'm not 100% sure. All right, number 5,
It's possible.
all right, thank you. All right, that one, all the phrases that you can use later when you want to talk about things that you are not uncertain or you are not very sure. All right, now here come your tasks. Okay, look at the download box there. All right, when you are asked to compare the two photos, you will also be asked a question which will ask you to think a bit, give your opinion, or guess something. If you are not confident about your answers, it's okay to say that you are unsure, so long as you make some sensible suggestions and explain why you made them. Okay, as you can see from the pictures there, alright, later I will explain. We look at the language bank first. Okay, again, they list some of phrases again to express uncertainty. All right, those phrases are I'm not certain, but I'm not 100% really sure, but the woman or woman is probably or possibly. Next, the people might be. Next one, it is possible or likely that. Or finally, I think or I would guess that. Okay, as you can see from the pictures, okay, please bear in mind there are no right or wrong answers to the question. Tak ada jawapan betul, tak ada jawapan salah. But this is only the practice. But you have to bear in mind in real SPM, you do not have two pictures. Awak tak ada gambar dalam SPM to look at and compare as in the B2 first exam. Alright, instead you have a text, awak hanya ada text or verbal prompts to discuss. Tu je yang awak ada in your SPM. But here they give you pictures so that you will be able to practice. Alright, the pictures, there are 4 pictures there. A, B, C, and D. Alright. Student A and B will discuss to the pictures A and B. So dia ada dua picture A and B ni satu pasangan. C and D is also another pair. Alright, student A, compare the two photographs. What crimes do you think have taken place in each photo? Meanwhile, student B, which of the two offences do you think is the more serious? Okey, maksudnya nanti student A ni akan terangkan kedua-dua gambar crime apa yang dia dapat kenal pasti from picture A and picture B. Meanwhile, student B ni pula akan cakap which crime, mana satu crime yang lagi serius kesalahan dia or lagi serius dia punya what we call that lagi serius jenayah yang dilakukan. Alright, for C and D also the same thing. You have to interpret the picture. C and D is quite confusing, but you have to interpret in your own words. Same things, student B compare the two photographs. What crimes are these things designed to prevent? Okay, maksudnya student B pula kena buat perbandingan dua gambar ni. Jenayah apa yang menyebabkan what we call that teknologi ni dicipta. And then student A will respond, what do you do to protect yourself from crimes? So here there are a few of you here. I'm going to pair you up. All right, I'm going to pair you up and you have to discuss or to prepare your answers. I give you time. Okay, Aida dengan siapa? Aida nak dengan siapa?
Nurin.
Mana Nurin? Okay, Aida and Nurin. Okay, Aida and Nurin. Picture A and B. Aida, student A, Nurin, student B. Alright, next one. Anissa, nak dengar siapa Anissa?
Jawab. Jawab.
Okay.
Hanis.
Hanis. Alright. Anissa and Hanis Najwa untuk picture C and D. Alright. Anissa student B, Anis student A. So yang student yang buat comparison ni, awak kena gunakan phrases to show that you are not very sure on something. You may use any of the example of phrases. Okay, I give you 5 minutes before I come back to you. Okay, the rest, please get ready of any answers that I will ask later. Yang lain, just get ready. I will definitely ask you any question from there. Yang diorang ni je yang kena buat dialog bersama dahulu. Sebenarnya saya boleh je. Sekejap. Mana saya nak buat? Add a room. Sorry. Meeting option. The rest please be ready with the answers. I try to, saya cuba untuk buat room untuk mereka ini. So that they will discuss only with them. A and B. Alah, macam mana saya nak buat? Fatihah Najwa.
Yes,
Fatihah
teacher.
Najwa. What do you do to protect yourself
What do you do to protect myself?
from crime?
Saya baru bangun. Bukan baru bangun tidur, baru bangun nak buka pintu.
Oh, bukan. Okay, if you are alone at home, what do you do to protect yourself from crime?
I will lock the door.
Okay, lock all the doors.
Yes, and I will stay in my room.
Okay.
Until my parents come home.
All right. What about if you walk to the shopping mall?
I will not walk alone, but if I go somewhere alone, I will on my phone and act like someone was calling me. Is calling
Serious?
me.
Macam tu ke awak buat?
Yes.
Okay. If you ask me, kalau you tanya I, if I'm driving alone, dekat dalam kereta I ada steering locks punya bag. Just in case. Okay. Alright, thank you. Alright, Atika. Atika Umaira.
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, gambar A and B, which one do you think is the most serious crime?
I think picture B.
Sebab?
Sebab apa tu, pencuri tu dia pecah masuk kereta tu. time owner kereta tu tak ada. Mungkin kat dalam kereta owner tu ada barang-barang berharga ke.
Alright, then thank you. Alright, that one is correct also. Your opinion, B is more serious crime. Okay, next one. Saya tak dengar suara siapa lagi kat sini. Semua dah cakap. Tunggu dialog diorang dulu. Alright, Aida and Hanis, if you are ready, you just switch on your mic and start the conversation.
Aida dan Nurin.
Aida dengan siapa?
Dengan Nurin, teacher.
Oh, sorry.
Ada dengan Nurin, saya dengan Nisha.
Baik.
Tak kejut
Okay.
saya.
Aida and Nurin. Aida and Nurin, if you are ready, you may switch on your mic. Alright, you have to start first by asking the question, Nurin. You have to ask Aida first what crime. You can use the questions from the list there, so that Aida can straight away answer by using all the phrases in to show that she is not very sure or uncertain about something.
Mula.
Aida, are you ready? No, Aida not ready yet. Wait for Aida to switch on her mic.
Saya dah ready.
Alright, then. Alright, Nurin, you may ask Aida first.
Aida, what crimes do you think have taken place in each photo?
I'm not 100% really sure, but I think for the first photo, the place taken at parking lot.
Okay. Second
Maybe.
photo?
Maybe the car, the owner of the car does not park his car at the designated parking area.
Next question, Nurin. Because just now Aida only mentions picture A.
So what do you think about picture B?
Alright, good.
I think for the picture B, the place is taken at around neighborhood. Maybe.
Okay. So what happened to the cars?
I think that someone might broke the car.
Okay. Anything missing from that?
I think your belongings.
Okay. Alright, you may ask Nurin. Next question, Aida.
Nurin, which of the two offences do you think is the most serious?
I think the more serious is picture B because it is wrong to break someone's car and it can injure the victim if the victim in the car. I'm not certain, but I would guess that it is against the law to do that.
Alright, very good. Okay, thank you, two of you. Alright, the rest, as you notice, most of the time your friends are using the word I think, and I think. So that's why in this speaking activity, they introduce you other ways to express uncertainty. All right, and other than that, please please be careful with your grammar, especially when you are dealing with the word to. After to is root word, and again after the word might is one of the example of modal verbs. Modal verbs, after modal verbs should be root word as well. All right, now next part. If you are ready, you may switch on your mic.
Teacher,
Ya.
kan Nisa kan student A kan?
Aha.
So saya nak kena tanya dia punya soalan ni lah dekat dia macam.
Okay,
So
Nisa.
tak.
Tak, Nisa have to ask you first.
Yang for my ni lah student B punya lah, dia tanya Anis tu lah.
Ya betul. Dia tanya what crimes tu.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Nisa, alright. Nisa, you have to ask her first. If you are ready, you can switch on your mic. Nisa, are you ready?
Yes, teacher. Yes,
Alright, you can start. You can start and ask Hanis first. Because Anis cannot start straight away by explaining the pictures. You have to ask her first about the picture.
Alright. Honey, I just want to know, what do you think, what crimes are these things designed to prevent on picture C and D?
Okay. For picture C, I'm not certain, but this is probably a security camera that allows you to keep an eye on what's going on in around your business. For picture D, this might be a security lock to provide a greater level of protection against the primary methods of attack that are employed by criminals.
Wow. Okay, alright.
Wow. Wow.
Alright. Wow, I'm impressed.
Wow.
Okay, Anis, you may ask Anissa next question, Anis.
Boleh. What do you do to protect yourself from crime, Anissa?
Sekejap.
Okay. Apa ni? To protect yourself from crime, I will.
To protect myself from crime, if I am around my home, I will always keep my garage windows and doors locked. Like particularly if my garage is attached to my house with a door inside.
Okay.
I will always keep garage windows and doors to lock.
Alright. If you are outside the house, Anissa,
I
okay.
will call 999.
Okay, what about if you are working, if you are walking alone from school to your house? How do you want to protect yourself? Anissa, sorry, not Anis. Okay, If you're walking alone from school going back to your house, how you are going to protect yourself from crime?
Maybe I will ask the safer neighborhood at my nearest place,
Okay, all
so
right.
I can
You can what? Okay, all right, thank you. All right, if let's say you are walking alone, one of the way to protect yourself is either you bring your umbrella maybe, or maybe you could bring your pepper spray so that you can spray the criminal's face straight away. Okay, that is one of the examples how you can protect yourself from crime. Okay, that's it. All right, next task is, okay, I'm going to provide you the link later. There two of these questions you have to get ready with the answers and type there. And that one is part of your attendance as well. So the first question is, what can communities do to help reduce crime in their area? Apa community means masyarakat boleh buat, to reduce mean to kurangkan jenayah di kawasan mereka. And number two, what things do you think cause people to turn to crime? Benda apa yang menyebabkan seseorang tu melakukan jenayah? So I will provide these two questions in the Google form later. You have to type your answers. Short or long is up to you. We only discuss this one. Do you think prisons, what is prison?
Penjara.
Alright, do you think prison should train prisoners so they can start a new career when they leave? Alright, I need to know, Farisha, Amelia, your answer. Do you think prison should train prisoners?
Yes,
Alright, why do you
I
think
think
so?
they should. So they can be orang yang berguna lepas keluar penjara tu.
Alright, so that they can be useful person when they are out of the prison. Okay,
Yes.
Fatihah Najwa, can you give example of training the prison should train the prisoners?
I think maybe they can train the prisoner by work.
Okay, so that when they are out of the prison, they can what?
They can work at furniture.
Okay, good. Maybe they can start their own business because they have the skills already. All right, so that's it for today. I'm going to share the link later, right after I end the session. Then please get ready with the answer for number 1 and number 2 only. Tak perlu panjang-panjang. One sentence is enough. Alright, because this is not the essay, this is more towards the speaking skill, so one sentence is more than enough. Alright, don't go out yet because I need to take your attendance. Where is, alright. Alright, wait, I need to download your attendance first. Okay, any other question before I end the session?
No.
No, so you are very clear where to find the answers, right? So only 2 questions, just a simple one, tak payah nak rajin-rajin sangat. So, alright, that's it for today. I'll see you again on Thursday. I will have one more online class on Thursday since next 2 weeks is your holiday. Saya tak rasa pun awak naik sebenarnya. Tapi tak apalah. saya dapat merasakan awak takkan naik. So, alright, that's it. Thank you for joining the class.
Apa yang baru masuk tu?
Tu asal Shavina keluar masuk je Shavina ni. Alright.
Thank you, teacher.
Alright,
Bye.
welcome. Stay safe.
teacher.
Don't go out.
Thank you, teacher.
Alright.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you, Azrael.
Yeah.